How's it, guys? We are back. We are doing some Total War Warhammer today, or at least I'm showing you guys a replay of a game I did yesterday because I had a lot of fun in this game and I felt like it'd be pretty interesting to watch. So I'm playing the vampire counts over here on the left flank, and I took a pretty simple but effective army of a couple units of grave guard and a couple spearmen outside, corpse cart in the middle, Manfred, and a unit of blood knights with a white king. Now, the Blood Knights and the White King are really going to be the thing that do the most amount of damage in this one. I'm going to have them run around the flank here and basically just start piling into people. And my line just kind of progressively moves forward slower and slower as they get closer, trying to intercept where possible. So, as you can see here, they bring all the ranged units up first, and they take a lot of their shots at these Grail Knights and at this Fey Enchantress right here, which really kind of left them open to my Blood Knights. They should have taken more shots at them, and I think that they were kind of seeing that and wanting to do that, but by that time I should be circling them in here really soon because I'm setting my line up back here. And as you can tell, my other allies over here are just kind of smashing in here. Now, I think that the reason that they had such a hard time is I think this Empire player stuck back mostly. It was kind of hard for me to watch then, but as you can see here, the White King and the Blood Knights are moving in. They have anti-large, so I wanted to get them against these Crypt Horrors and these the Sternsman Grave Guard, just because of the fact that they're pretty powerful. The charge, as you can tell, just fucking obliterated those Crypt Horrors, and then the Grail Knights come in and just start helping that out even more. Move the Blood Knights out, and my line is still all the way back here, guys, because I haven't had the need to push in. I did have these guys come in and try and fuff with us, but it didn't really matter at all. It didn't do much. So now we got these spearmen coming out trying to get me. I am just moving these guys back and around, and now I'm moving the lineup that we've created, kind of this field of play, if you will. So the White King's coming back. My micro with the White King wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. He kind of got split up from these Blood Knights. As you can tell, the Blood Knights are coming back through these Night Goblin archers and just plowing through, which is it's exactly what you want him to do. Over here, like I said, the Empire player's just he's not super in the battle, which is kind of weird. I guess the other Vampire Counts player is kind of holding him off a bit, but I don't feel like he had enough that these line of people here couldn't also move in. So over here we've got a green head, which I don't ever remember what that spell's called, but it basically whiffs, and my Blood Knights are getting replenished at this point by I'm bringing Manfred up right now to replenish my Blood Knights. So I still haven't moved my line up yet. I haven't found that opportunity where I felt like it was a good idea. So far, everything was kind of getting handled in the middle by my Blood Knights and my White King. So I was pretty content with how that was going. And then I just now moved these Grave Guard up, which I threw into those Cairn Rays. That's not exactly a great idea. They do have armor piercing, but you can't make perfect choices every time. What else we got? We got the Net of Ammontok over here, which is holding down the Vampire Counts player. I think that comes from maybe this Empire player over here, Fey Enchantress or something. So now the Night Goblins are ranking back up with these Empire players over here to try and regroup. I still have basically all of my forces here, so I haven't really lost a lot. Most of the work has been done by my Blood Knights, and these guys have just kind of been here as an intimidation factor / when I need them to fight the Empire. So let's fast forward a bit here, get to the point where we kind of push in up against the Empire. Pushing over here, kind of get my line all lined out properly, if you will. Move the Blood Knights back, get them healed up. And then we start getting to the point now where our Vampire Counts player on the other side is now starting to attack more heavily into the lines of the Empire. So these Night Goblins go routing, and this Vargulf's doing some pretty good work here. He's trying to stay away from the spears and get into as many melee and ranged units as possible, which is good. Now I got my line up again. The line is ready to go. We are moving forward. The Blood Knights are over there. They're looking pretty healthy. And then his corpse cart is about to die, really close. I'm basically just moving past it at this point. White King's gonna charge in. Let's watch some of this. That Vargulf's in here just doing massive amounts of damage to the Empire lines. He's taking some good amount of damage to himself, but for what he's put in here for, he's definitely accomplished his job. He disrupted a lot. So now I just start throwing my Graveyard at the proper units. I bring him over here to help this White King just so we can take out this flank and start pushing into the meat of the bones quickly. I tie down the spearman with my spearman, and then I'm basically wanting Manfred in this fight now. So we're moving him up as quickly as possible. Start using invocations and raised deads, which, as you can tell, we've got a big old block of zombies raising up right in the middle of the Empire forces, which is just going to disrupt the fuck out of them. Always a very good thing to have. And then you got these guys moving over, coming in to assault this flank. All around, I'd say that we got some good coverage on our hits, and we made some good pushes. Now you guys can also see my Blood Knights are back here, and they're attacking things like these ranged units, and I didn't really feel like I needed to get into the meat of things because everybody was already routing. So I was just at this point taking out the little excess ranged guys that might come back, and then coasting to my victory, which is we basically just kill them right here. There's not much but them running away from this point on. So all in all, it was a good battle. I really enjoyed it, like I said. Let me look at the score here. My Blood Knights had 113 kills, and my White King had 61, which is really what the whole army was meant to be bricked around, was a lot of micro with those guys. So I'm glad that worked out. It was a fun game, like I said. 3v3s tend to be pretty hectic. That one was actually like decently quick, and like everybody kind of knew what they were wanting to do. The Empire player was sticking back a little too much, but it happens. But at any rate, guys, like I said, I really enjoyed that one, and I wanted to show you guys that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments if you guys want to see more of these, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.